Okay, so today we have Jeff Buckley and Elizabeth Fraser and All Flowers in Time Bend Towards the Sun. So apparently, from what I've been told, this song was, only a demo and then it leaked. And, I guess after Jeff Buckley's death. So, and apparently I didn't know, but Jeff Buckley and Liz Fraser had I guess, short relationship, but it was very intense from what I've heard as well. And so, yeah, I'm just all intrigued, to the max and ready to get into this, see what's going on. 5 minutes, 10 seconds here. So let's get into it, talk about it after, and let's frickin' go.
All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say that there's no one for you, but here is one, but here is one.
Goosebumps, tell us.
Towards the sun, I know you say there's no one for you, but here is one. All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say there's no one for you, but here is one, but here is one. It going in me, wicked traveler, fading farther from me, with your face in my window glow. Where will you wait for me, sweet widow? It's okay to be angry, but not to hurt me. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Darling, darling, there's no one for you. Here is one. All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say there's no one for you, but here is one.
my goodness. All right, so Jeff Buckley and Elizabeth Fraser, all flowers in the bend or in time bend towards the sun. I have to say, I mean, just, like I said at the start of the song, coming into this, hearing that, the song was not supposed to be released, basically, and that it was kind of leaked and all this stuff. And actually, I do see here, as the song was going, I just, was reading a couple things and seeing that, apparently, at least in the comments here, and I do see other quotes from Liz. I guess, she goes by Liz as well. But anyway, that, she's talked about how there's, I don't know, I guess there's a quote, somebody quoted her anyway in the comments. This, again, thinking it's true anyway. But how I guess she said something to the effect of, why does everything have to be heard? Now some people say that, they feel guilty about listening to this. And obviously, this is a very personal song. Again, talking about Liz and Jeff's, again, I guess it was a short relationship from between 94 and 95, again, from what I've seen here. And that was very intense, and then kind of, it was, and then actually hold the phone. And again, I just had to remind myself of when Jeff Buckley died, which of course was in 1997. So a little bit, before his death, I guess you would say a couple of years anyway, when they were together. But, I guess, just to talk about the song, again, for it not being, I guess, ready and never being, I guess, fully, set to, I guess, what they wanted it to be released or whatever. I think it's, it's very intimate. I mean, for, not as much, production as it has, it feels more, I guess, it feels more, I guess that's what it is, intimate. It feels more heartfelt. It feels more just, personal, and it feels a lot more just, I don't know, like, it was theirs, and then all of a sudden, it's, obviously it goes out into the world and everyone hears it, and it's just like, whoa, this is very, this is very real and honest, basically, is what really comes to mind. And I like how at the start, Liz, I guess, is kind of laughing, and then at the end as well, I like when Jeff, I think he was saying anyway, when he was just like, yeah, kind of riffing or whatever at the end there. And then sounds like Liz, I think she said, oh God, or something like that. So yeah, again, it's just that whole thing of like how this is just, a demo. This is just them, just going off a little bit, and then how that came out into the world, and it's just like, you weren't supposed to hear this, and then obviously, a lot of people have. And I mean, it's just beautiful though. It's just, I just love, I guess, the whole sentiment of the song, the whole thing about when you talk about, oh, all the flowers in time bend towards the sun, which is just a beautiful line. I mean, right off the bat, it might be hard to say, 10 times fast or something, but, and I know you say that there's no one for you, but here is one. And then it goes on again, but here is one, but here is one. And it's just, I mean, and again, I guess, you're talking about the relationship, I guess their intense relationship. And actually, again, I do want to, read some quotes here, because again, I'm very intrigued by this whole, by Jeff and Liz. So I see here that apparently Liz said to in the BBC, whatever, 2003 is what this says. She said, he idolized me before he met me. It's kind of creepy, and I was like, that with him. So I guess when both ways, it's embarrassing, but it's the truth. I just couldn't help falling in love with him. He was adorable and he was lovely. And it goes on again. Fraser and Buckley became infatuated with each other's voices. And I mean, I have to say that before I finish the quote. Their voices worked so well together as well. I mean, and one thing about Liz's voice, it's so unpredictable. You don't know what she's going to do. She can belt out a word at any moment, and I mean, it's going to sound good either way. And it's just, such a distinct voice, a voice that I've never heard really before, someone else sound like her, of course, with her work through This Mortal Coil and through the Cocteau Twins. She has such a distinct voice, and I mean, here as well, just beautiful, so pretty. I mean, Jeff sounded so pretty as well. And so I just had to say that before I ended the quote. But anyway, like I was saying, but they failed to reconcile their mutual admiration and affection with the rapid escalation of Buckley's career and touring schedule. So again, it goes on there. But again, from what it sounds like, prior to all, Buckley's drowning and everything, they were still friends and such. And also that, apparently, it said when Fraser learned of Buckley's death by drowning in 1997, she was in the midst of recording vocals for Massive Attack's hit Teardrop. Although the music and lyrics to the song had already been written, Fraser has stated that for her, it too became a song about her friend and former lover. So again, so like I said, they're a friend and such, but obviously, I guess, they had, it's almost like, kind of reminds me of something like, I guess, Nick Cave and PJ Harvey. It was kind of a short relationship, but it was very intense. That's the vibes I'm getting here. And again, that I guess that was a relationship, you know, in the 90s as well, there, mid 90s around then. So anyway, I just like, you know, just that, and then how they would have a song, you know, and how, I guess, they had a song here, which again, I feel kind of, I do feel that kind of guilt, or that kind of, you know, I hope that, you know, Liz doesn't, you know, I hope that she still doesn't, you know, hate people who listen to this or whatever, that she didn't want people to hear it, whatever. But I mean, the whole thing is, it's just like, such a pretty song, such a intimate, you know, track. I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, I know, you know, again, it wasn't supposed to be, you know, heard or whatever, but god dang, it's a good song. I mean, it's a friggin' heartfelt tune. I mean, my god. So anyway, you know, I am also on Song Facts, a couple more things here just to talk about, you know. It says, you know, the song starts with Fraser laughing lightly in the background. So I did get that right. I mean, I think, you know, it was pretty easy to get right. And then jumping right in with her characteristic, metallic, my goodness, vocal artistry. As soon as she's done, Buckley comes in with his own trademark warbling tune, or croon, my goodness. It goes on, the song seems conscious of all the most conspicuous things of the singers, giving both of them room to explore both of their softer and more forceful ends of their singing ranges. It was not intended to be released in this version, so the relaxed atmosphere likely contributed to the song's freewheeling feeling. I can't talk, but my god. So anyway, like I was saying, you know, that freewheeling feeling, that's quite the couple words put together. And that's what it is. I mean, that's what I was trying to say earlier, with how there's a feel to it that, you know, it doesn't feel as, you know, like some other songs do, because it's a song that was, you know, not supposed to be released yet. It was a song that wasn't done, basically. And that, you know, they were just kind of, you know, riffing with each other. They were exploring each other's voices, which, you know, and again, I like that, how they say how Liz's characteristic metallic vocal artistry. That's one way to put it. Because again, her voice is just so, and like I said, and I don't just say it just, you know, to sound whatever, I don't know, to sound like other reactors or whatever, I don't know, but it, you know, her voice is just so different from anything I've heard before, you know, and it's the truth. I mean, my god, if you listen to her, if you're a fan of, you know, Cocktail Twins or just her, you know, I hope you know what I mean. Her voice is different. It's very unlike other, you know, voices I've heard. And so I just, again, you know, I really enjoyed this, you know, finding out about, you know, the intense connection that Jeff and Liz had. And of course, you know, it sucks that Jeff went on to, you know, drown in 1997, you know, so, you know, pretty much, you know, a couple years after this, and how, you know, his career was just gone, you know, that quick. It's just like, you know, he was so young, obviously, but anyway, I mean, you know, it sucks, but, you know, at least this track is here. And again, I guess, you know, Liz didn't want it to be here, but it's a good track. I mean, my god, a lovely track, a lovely tune. I love the, you know, the free kind of feeling about it, and, you know, that they were just, you know, kind of in love with each other and, you know, doing something here, and it sounded perfect. So anyway, so thanks for the request here, the recommendation. This was great. And I also, you know, just looking through the YouTube comments and seeing how many people, you know, find this to be so, you know, so, you know, important, and how people, you know, have gone through rough times and they've listened to the song and it helps and all that stuff. I mean, that's all you can really ask for from a song, you know, to help you through your journey through life and all this stuff. And I mean, obviously this one has for some people. So anyway, I'll end this stuff now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And I'll remember this tune. I have to say, this was very good. Their voices just work so well together. I can't get over it. But anyway, talk to you guys again soon.